Welcome to Your Future, Your Way, where we explore the many ways to reach your academic and professional goals. Whether you are a recent grad, considering career advancement, or even changing careers, this podcast is for you. There is more than one way to do higher education. This is Your Future, Your Way.
Hello, everybody. I'm Zach Benson. I'm an enrollment coach at the University of Wisconsin-Madison with the Professional Degrees and Certificates programs. Get ready for a little bit more of our application assistance takeover, where I'm here to talk with another enrollment coach who has some tips about how to make your application stand out.
Before we start, we want you to know that the views, information, or opinions expressed in this podcast do not necessarily reflect the views of the Division of Continuing Studies, the University of Wisconsin-Madison, or the Board of Regents.
Today, I'm joined once again by my lovely fellow enrollment coach, Emma. And before we begin, I do want to kind of take a moment to describe what our role is here at UW. So enrollment coaches are here to help prospective students learn more about UW's programs and then find out if the offering that someone might be looking at, or maybe even if an offering that they weren't considering, would be the right fit for their academic and professional goals. And if they are, then we're here to navigate the application process with you and answer any questions that might pop up along the way.
Thanks for that introduction, Zach, and a great description of our job. I'm so excited to be back here today with you and to talk about a topic that we're both pretty passionate about. We're going to share best practices for writing the elusive statement of purpose, which can also be referred to as a personal statement or a statement of interest.
That's right. I think this is both of our favorite topic to talk about when it comes to applications. So thanks for coming and talking to me again about it today. Why don't you start us off? Can you tell us a little bit about what a statement of purpose is and why it's used in applications for grad programs?
Absolutely. So a statement of purpose, or SOP for short, is a concise essay that applicants submit as part of their application materials. An SOP helps the admissions committee determine an applicant's fit for the program, assess their motivation and aspirations, evaluate their writing skills, and see how they stand out from other applicants. It also serves as a platform for applicants to talk about their goals, aspirations, and motivations for pursuing the specific program. That's kind of a wordy definition, but I like to say to folks, this is an argumentative essay. Your argument is, I'm a good fit for this program, and you're going to provide supporting evidence for that argument.
I like that. You're not wrong. That's a very comprehensive definition. So we know that, and I want to call this out for everyone, that it can be called a statement of purpose. It can be called a personal statement. You should always consult the website of the program that you're applying to get parameters. Some of them can be anecdotal. Some of them can want you to talk about yourself very objectively as a candidate for the program and not so much as a person. But sometimes they're also unprompted, which can make people nervous. And that means that there's really no prompts or questions that you want to be sure to address that are listed on the website. So we always remind applicants to review the specific website of the program. If there's a chance to reach out to a program staff and ask them specific questions, definitely take advantage of that. But most programs at UW-Madison follow the guidelines that you're going to see at grad.wisc.edu under the Prospective Students tab.
That webpage is so helpful, and there's a long description of how to write an SOP there. I'm not going to read that entire description today, but we'll try to summarize what it says for you. We suggest answering 3 general questions to help guide the content of your essay. The first question is, what academic or professional experience uniquely qualifies you for the program? Your resume can serve as a reference point for answering this question, but it's not about rehashing every detail. If you're listing everything on your resume, you're doing this wrong. I suggest thinking about 2 to 4 specific anecdotes or incidents from your life, projects, strength areas, and dive deeply into what you've gained from those experiences and how they uniquely qualify you for the program. Be as specific as possible. A resume is a list of accomplishments, and an essay, like I said, is an argument with the supporting evidence and stories.
Yep, I think that's a great way to put it. And to remind everyone, these questions, that question you want to be sure to address is for an unprompted statement of purpose.
Right.
So We always tell people that's question one you want to make sure you answer. Second question that you want to be sure to answer in an unprompted statement of purpose is, why are you pursuing this degree at UW-Madison? So in answering that question, you want to be sure to showcase that you have researched the program and that you've put a lot of premeditation into knowing that it is a right fit for you and your goals. So programs want to know why you're interested in them as opposed to competitors or other programs that you might be interested in. So this is a chance to share your excitement about what specific topics the program covers. It might be courses that you're eager to take, might be professors that you're interested in engaging with. It might be resources on campus that are unique to UW-Madison or the program. Those are the kind of details that you want to share. And you can also, of course, share your personal motivation. What is the story that brought you to this program and UW?
Okay, so those are our first two questions. The third one is, what do you plan to do with your degree after completing the program? When answering this question, you want to make sure you have your career goals in mind. This is an opportunity to talk about the positive impact you envision your degree having on your career. And it's okay if you're not 100% sure where you'll end up. You do want to speak confidently and as if you have a vision, but nobody's going to come track you down if you end up not ending up in that specific job you mentioned in your SOP 3 years ago. But you want to show you have a vision, you have confidence, you have a mission for where you're going with this degree.
This episode of Your Future, Your Way comes from UW-Madison Professional Programs, offering over 90 graduate-level programs including online and evening and weekend options for working adults. For more details, visit us at go.wisc.edu/pro.
So those are our best pointers for people who are going to be answering an unprompted statement of purpose. We should probably give some tips about answering a prompted statement of purpose question or prompt as well.
Okay, so I think that similar practices apply to both. So keep this in mind regardless of the program. When writing a statement of purpose, applicants should use clear and focused objectives. Be specific about why you're pursuing the program and what you hope to achieve during your studies and beyond.
Right. And also be sure, again, to research the program really well, regardless of whether it's a prompted or an unprompted statement. It's really important to demonstrate a clear understanding of the program that you're applying to. That can mean, like I said before, highlight specific courses, faculty members, resources that are unique to the program. That will make it clear to the admissions committee that you're talking about their program and that you're interested in their program as opposed to peer programs that you could also be applying to. Be sure to be concise. When it comes to whether it's a prompted or an unprompted statement of purpose, if you have a word count, make sure that you meet that word count. If you don't have a word count, it's the best practice to keep it to under 1,000 words, which is about 2 pages, unless there is, like I said, some specific word count that's provided you.
And it's really important when writing anything professionally to make sure that you proofread carefully to eliminate errors and consider getting feedback from professors, mentors, or writing centers to enhance your essay.
Absolutely, especially if you're a student whose native language is not English.
Okay, let's talk about one last thing before we go, Zach, and then we can head up to the union and grab some cheese curds. Enrollment coaches love to help make the stressful journey of applying a little bit easier. So let's tell our audience how we can support them with SOPs.
Yep. Well, thanks for bringing up cheese curds because now it's going to be hard for me to focus. But yeah, I think we both have some writing tutoring in our background. We love this. And this is your favorite service to offer, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. So one thing I want to make sure that everyone does know is we as enrollment coaches, with the programs that we work with, the professional degrees and certificates that we work with, do offer a free service to applicants where we can go over your resume and talk to you about what your academic background is, work experiences, and use that to help you outline the content of your statement of purpose. Once you've completed a full draft, a coach in our team would be happy to review it and give you feedback to help you revise for another draft. Note, this is very important. Our role isn't to proofread your SOP. We're here to provide input on overall structure. We're here to be a mirror and tell you what we are seeing so that we can help you revise. We really don't look for grammar mistakes, and we will not point out, phrasing issues that maybe is just unique to someone's style of writing. We don't want to change anyone's style of writing. We just want to make sure that they can be clear and make the best, well thought out, structured statement that they can.
Yeah, I love that you brought up the style of writing too. These essays, we didn't mention this before, but hopefully will reflect you and your personality while still following the guidelines we mentioned. In regards to our SOP review process, we have an official queue for SOP review requests, and essays are reviewed in the order in which they are received. So if you'd like to access this service, reach out to any coach on our team to get a personalized link to submit your essay for review.
Yep, that's right. All of our enrollment coaches are here to help answer your questions, whether they're big or small. So if you do have any questions or want to ask about that statement of purpose review, feel free to reach out to coach@pdc.wisc.edu, and an enrollment coach will follow up.
Thanks so much, Zach, and thanks to everyone who's out there listening to our application assistance takeover. Best of luck with your application, and on Wisconsin.
Join us next time to learn more about professional programs at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Learn how to shape your future your way.